Hi guys, Rachel Cook, Doctor of Audiology at Applied Hearing Solutions in Phoenix, Arizona. And in today's video, I'm going to be sharing my top 5 picks for best hearing aids in 2025. Coming up. Part of the fun of welcoming in a new year is ushering in all of the new and improved technology, and hearing aid technology is no different. We know that the technology space moves incredibly fast, but I feel like this year we really watched the bar get raised for hearing aids overall. That being said, if you've been putting off hearing treatment, waiting for all of these new features and updates to be released, now is the time for you to jump in. Now, I will say that today's video is going to be specifically for receiver and canal hearing aids. But if you haven't already, be sure to check out Dr. Olson's Best of 2025 playlist that will be linked down in the description below. Now, before I begin, keep in mind that this lineup is in no particular order. This is because the hearing aid that is best for you may not be the best for someone else. With that out of the way, let's go ahead and jump in to my top 5 best hearing aids of 2025. This year's lineup starts with quite a hot commodity, the Phonak Audeo Sphere Infinio hearing aid. Now, don't get me wrong, Phonak is definitely a very popular and well-known hearing aid manufacturer, but I still think that the sheer size and demand that came from this product launch definitely took me by surprise. Within days of the launch, we had dozens of patients calling our office getting ready to upgrade their devices based solely on the limited marketing that was available at the time. And while we were happy to oblige, I don't think anything could have prepared me for how well the Audeo Sphere Infinio hearing aids were really going to follow through on their promises. Now, the Audeo Sphere Infinio hearing aid is currently only available in 2 technology levels, level 90 and level 70, with level 90 being their premium product offering. This was a bit of a change up, as traditionally speaking, Phonak typically launches with 4 technology levels, including both a 50 level and a 30 level. However, this launch actually included 2 receiver and canal hearing aids, the Phonak Audeo Sphere Infinio and the Phonak Audeo Infinio. And they differ in a few key ways, technology levels being one of them. While the Audeo Sphere Infinio is currently only available in technology levels 90 and 70, the Audeo Infinio is available in 90, 70, 50, and 30. However, the standard Audeo Infinio doesn't have the addition of the deep sonic chip that we're going to be talking about in just a moment, but it does offer cross-compatibility for individuals with single-sided deafness. Now, you can learn more about the ins and outs of each of these products by watching our detailed review videos that will be linked down in the description below. Today, I will just be focusing on the Sphere model. At this time, the Audeo Sphere Infinio is only available in a rechargeable form factor, but I'm happy to report that their charger now boasts an internal battery so that you can take your hearing aids and charge them on the go. This was a nice upgrade from the Lumity lineup and definitely long awaited. It's also got an IP68 rating, which is the same rating as the Lumity Life lineup of devices, which really was about as waterproof of a hearing aid as you could possibly get. But the real reason that everyone has been so excited about this hearing aid was the addition of the deep sonic chip. The deep sonic chip uses something called a deep neural network, which is a form of artificial intelligence that was trained on over 22 million sound samples to identify what is speech, what is noise, and accurately separate the two from one another. This resulted in a 10 dB signal-to-noise ratio improvement, which is an incredible feat for any hearing aid to do. Just listen to the difference in this sound sample for yourself.
I can sponge it maybe later by judging the track or something, but this was like an intro song. And I was so behind the beat because when I would press it down, all of a sudden the pitch shift stuff was behind by like 10 milliseconds. I mean, it's enough to make the feel off, you know? It's
having fit hearing aids for about 7 years now, I can confidently say that I have never heard patients rave about the performance of their hearing aids and background noise like I have with the Sphere product. It definitely feels like the technology breakthrough that we've all been patiently waiting for. Now, Phonak devices utilize Bluetooth Classic, which means that they can connect to nearly any Bluetooth-enabled device, including iPhones and Androids, as well as TVs, laptops, and more. And this comes in handy as they are the only hearing aid that can have 8 different connections at any given time with 2 active pairings at the same time. Now, they did upgrade their Bluetooth from the previous 4.2 version to the upgraded 5.3 version. This helped to improve latency, reduce battery drain, and increase the transmission distance when streaming. But they will also become Bluetooth LE audio compatible with a future firmware update. Bluetooth LE audio is a major breakthrough in the Bluetooth space that will not only create an improved Bluetooth experience overall, but will also give the end user Auracast compatibility. Auracast technology will allow you to receive broadcast audio from public venues, from places like churches, theaters, museums, sports bars, and airports, all being streamed directly into your hearing aids. This technology will likely replace telecoil technology in the coming years. It's just going to take a couple of years for all of these transmitters to get switched over to provide you that compatibility, because this is a major overhaul in the technology space overall. Now, these hearing aids will continue to utilize the Phonak app, which they've really put some work into improving the stability and expanding on its many features. These include the ability to change volume and programs, alter things like the level of background noise reduction and speech focus, and they even added a new feature, the Find My Hearing Aids feature. But perhaps my favorite feature within the app, especially for my world travelers or long distance patients, is the integrated remote care capability. This allows you to connect with your hearing care professional via video call without even having to be in the office to make programming adjustments or to read out data about your devices. Now, the Phonak Audeo Sphere Infinio hearing aids are also compatible with Phonak's impressive lineup of accessories. These include the TV connector for improved volume and clarity of dialogue on TV, the partner mic to send speech directly from the source into your hearing aids, and the entire lineup of Roger devices that help to decrease background noise and improve speech clarity in a variety of challenging listening situations. As you've probably gathered, I cannot say enough good things about the Phonak Audeo Sphere Infinio hearing aids. But in order to get the full benefit out of these hearing aids, or really any hearing aid on this year's list of best hearing aids in 2025, it is critical that you work with a hearing care professional who follows comprehensive best practices. Now, if you're new here, best practices are a series of procedures, verifications, and measurements that your provider must complete in order for you to obtain the maximum amount of benefit from your hearing devices. But unfortunately, less than 30% of hearing care providers actually follow comprehensive best practices, meaning that you lose out on experiencing all of the amazing benefits that this technology can provide. But don't worry, if you're looking for an easy way to find a hearing care professional in your area who follows best practices and can help you reach your highest level of performance with hearing aids, then head over to HearingUp.com to find a HearingUp network member near you. Now, the second hearing aid on this year's list is the Starkey Edge Ai. The Starkey Edge Ai comes in 3 technology levels, 24, 20, and 16, with level 24 being their premium product offering. This hearing aid is available in both rechargeable standard and mini sizes, but is also available in a disposable battery format that utilizes a size 312 battery. The battery life on these things are crazy, at 41 hours on a single charge for the mini RIC and 51 hours for the standard RIC that also comes with a telecoil. Both rechargeable models are IP68+, making them incredibly waterproof above and beyond what standard testing requires of them. They even have rechargeable and disposable battery cross transmitters for individuals with single-sided deafness. Starkey also uses a deep neural network that is embedded into their primary processing chip. And somehow it can provide an astonishing 13 plus decibels of signal to noise ratio improvement without reducing battery life when in Edge Mode Plus. Just listen to it clean up the sound in this sample.
Range anxiety, our goal at Starkey was to remove the fear from hearing aid users that they'll miss out on one of life's most important moments due to running out of battery life in their hearing aids.
Through a double tap of the device itself or via the My Starkey app, you can enable Edge Mode Plus. But there are some options to improve upon what you're hearing, including best sound, enhanced speech, or reduce noise. Their app also has some incredible non-hearing aid features that no other manufacturer offers. This includes fall detection alerts that can use the motion sensors within the hearing aids to detect rapid changes in position and speed, and even send a notification to designated contacts in your phone that you may have experienced a fall. They also have a hearing aid self-test feature, which is a great way to try to troubleshoot what might be going on with your devices if you run into an issue or a concern without even having to call your provider's office. It's even got translation for understanding dozens of different languages in real time. The Starkey Edge Ai hearing aids also utilize Bluetooth LE audio and are Auracast compatible without the need for a future firmware update. Now, you may be wondering, with all of these cool features and updates and advancements, what hearing aids like these even cost. But unfortunately, it's really difficult for me to even ballpark this pricing because it's extremely dependent on where you live, what level of technology you move forward with, what services are included with the purchase of your hearing aids, and the quality of those services. That being said, it is important to discuss pricing with your own hearing care provider who can help you to determine which hearing aids are going to be the best for your wants, your needs, and your budget. Now, the next hearing aids on the list of best hearing aids of 2025 are the Signia Pure Charge and Go IX hearing aids. Now, these hearing aids are an upgrade over the previous AX model, touting some pretty neat features. First, they come available in 5 technology levels: level 7, 5, 3, 2, and 1, with level 7 being their premium product offering. They are currently only available in a rechargeable form factor, but have 2 options as far as with a telecoil or without a telecoil. They have several charging options, including a desktop charger, a portable charger, and their dry and clean charger option. This charger can help a lot with moisture and also uses UV light to help sanitize your hearing aids, which is really helpful if you're someone who's susceptible to outer ear infections. These hearing aids use dual processing chips, one chip that's designated for processing speech and the other chip that's designated for processing background noise. And this can make a big difference when it comes to background noise. In fact, according to one of their more recent white papers, 95% of Signia Pure Charge and Go IX users performed better on complex listening tasks. They also have something called own voice processing. Own voice processing essentially allows you to train your hearing aids to pay less attention to the sound of your own voice without compromising the sound quality of other people's voices. This can help a lot when it comes to accepting and adjusting to hearing treatment. Now, these hearing aids use Bluetooth that can connect with Apple and select Android devices. And they do have Bluetooth LE audio if your phone has this option. They will also become Auracast broadcast audio compatible with a future firmware update. You've also got the Signia app, which is great for volume and program changes. You can also use the app to change the microphone directionality on your hearing aids and meet with your hearing care professional remotely via remote care. In addition to this model, you also have the Signia Stiletto IX receiver and canal hearing aids. These are extremely similar in features, but they do have a totally different shape to them. So if you're looking for something that's a little different, then you're in the right spot. Now, before we move on to number 4, and if you're enjoying this review of best hearing aids of 2025, please go ahead and give this video a thumbs up to bring videos like these to a wider audience. If you haven't yet already, now is also a good time to hit that subscribe button with notification bell so that you never miss any one of our newly released videos. And if you've got an opinion about which hearing aid that you think is the best in 2025, go ahead and drop your choice in the comment section below. Now, the 4th hearing aid on the list of best hearing aids of 2025 is the Oticon Intent. This was a huge upgrade from previous models, not only changing shape, but also adding on a lot of new features. Oticon Intent is available in 4 technology levels, level 1, 2, 3, and 4, with level 1 being their premium product offering. While it is currently only available in a rechargeable form factor, you do have your choice of 2 charging options: the desktop charger or the smart charger that has an internal power bank within it for charging on the go. Oticon was the first hearing aid manufacturer to pioneer the use of a deep neural network within their hearing aids that was trained on 12 million sound samples. Using a form of AI, the deep neural network processes speech from background noise with the goal of keeping you very aware of your surroundings, but also prioritizing speech understanding. This was updated from the previous deep neural network to the deep neural network 2.0, which only made this more accurate and more precise. In addition, they added 4D motion sensors with the goal of predicting how you communicate best in a wide variety of environments. Typically speaking, background noise reduction was primarily handled by the use of directional microphones that would give much more attention to speech and sounds coming from the front. 4D motion sensors allowed for this directionality to change based on motion and changes in head position. This allows the hearing aid to make changes to the directionality pattern when the person that you want to hear isn't necessarily standing or sitting right in front of you. This includes leaning over to your left or to your right during dinner, or perhaps walking with a colleague through a convention hall. Oticon's incredible feedback management system can fit a wide variety of hearing losses, but especially those high-frequency hearing losses, even while still using a non-custom rubber dome. And this is great news given that the two most common types of hearing loss are age-related hearing loss and noise-induced hearing loss, both that manifest in high-frequency hearing loss, making this a great hearing aid option for a lot of people. Now, the Oticon Intent hearing aids can connect with both iPhones and Androids that utilize the ASHA streaming protocol to stream things like music, calls, podcasts, audiobooks, and more. They will also have access to both Bluetooth LE audio and Auracast with a future firmware update. With the release of the Oticon Companion app, both hearing aid controls and remote care visits were integrated into one application, which I find is just much, much easier to use. This app also has the Find My Hearing Aid option, which is fantastic if you misplace your hearing aids or have one of them fall off and want to see the last location that your hearing aids were Bluetooth paired with your phone. And the app is even available on the Apple Watch, making it easy to do some quick volume and program changes. As you can tell, there's not much that the Oticon Intent can't do, which is why I never had any doubt at all that it would definitely make the list of best hearing aids of 2025. Now, with such a vote of confidence, you may be wondering if I'm being paid to say all these nice things, but I can assure you that our best of lineups, as well as our detailed reviewed videos, are not sponsored in any way, and this video, no different. Fifth and finally on this year's list, we have the Widex SmartRICs. They come in 4 technology levels, including 440, 330, 220, and 110, with 440 being their premium product offering. This is only available in a rechargeable form factor as well, but they do boast an impressive 37 hours of battery life on a single charge. They also have a portable charger that houses 5 additional charges without any connection to power. Now, this model saw a big change in design when compared to all of the previous Widex models and when compared to pretty much every other hearing aid on the market. This change to shape made for a more horizontal angle between the device's microphones, allowing the devices to make better use of timing differences between these microphones. Timing differences play a huge role in a device's ability to be able to utilize those directional microphone strategies. This makes a big difference in background noise, and Widex reports this improvement to be around 5 decibels of signal-to-noise ratio improvement. They also changed up the microphone covers on these devices, which is supposed to reduce wind noise by up to 20 decibels and reduce hair noise by up to 88%. Widex is long known for its popularity with musicians due to their high input dynamic range, which still stands true. They also have incredibly fast processing speed via their Pure Sound program. This can process sound in less than 0.5 milliseconds compared to the 4 to 8 milliseconds that is traditional of most hearing aid manufacturers. Without this timing delay, a lot of patients report a much more clear and natural sound quality. And if you like to personalize or customize your listening experience, then the Moment app is definitely for you. The app will allow you to customize and create your own programs, as well as use the AI tool called My Sound. Using this tool, you can essentially train your hearing aids to figure out how you hear best in different complex listening situations. They even have several tinnitus sound generator options titled Zen Therapy that use fractal tones that never repeat. This sound therapy option can be great for those with tinnitus who need just a little bit more than amplification alone to reduce their disturbance and annoyance from their tinnitus. These hearing aids are able to connect to Apple devices as well as a wide variety of Androids. However, it does seem that they will be the only ones of the lineup for now that do not have current or future Bluetooth LE audio built into the hardware of the device. But considering all of these other unique features, that's definitely the reason why the Widex SmartRIC was able to make this year's list of best hearing aids of 2025. All right, we're at the end of the list. Let's go through and do a quick recap of each device. We started off with the Phonak Audeo Sphere Infinio receiver in canal hearing aids that boast the addition of the new Deep Sonic chip, as well as an improved version of the Bluetooth compatibility and future compatibility with Bluetooth LE audio and Auracast. Next was the Starkey Edge Ai that was the only one of this entire lineup to have both rechargeable and disposable battery options. Through the use of Edge Mode Plus, you can get an incredible 13 decibels of signal-to-noise ratio improvement, which is going to make a huge difference in the presence of background noise. Third on the list was the Signia Pure Charge and Go IX receiver in canal hearing aids that come in rechargeable form factor, both with or without a telecoil. These hearing aids offer own voice processing to help you adjust and adapt to the sound of your own voice when you just get started wearing hearing aids. These hearing aids already have Bluetooth LE audio and will become Auracast compatible with a future firmware update. Number 4 on the list was the Oticon Intent hearing aids that use a deep neural network to keep your sound environment as natural and realistic as possible while also prioritizing speech. This launch included the use of 4D motion sensors as well as their Deep Neural Network 2.0 to really up the listening experience. And not only does the app combine remote care and hearing aid controls at the same time, but there's also the Apple Watch edition allowing you to make changes to programs and volumes straight from your wrist. And finally, the Widex SmartRICs. These hearing aids have a 37-hour battery life as well as an improved design of the hearing aids to cut down on wind noise, hair noise, and improve directional sound processing. They've got some of the fastest processing speed on the market at 0.5 milliseconds, and the Moment app is absolutely loaded with features and customizations if you're into that kind of thing. As you can see, hearing aid technology made some major strides in 2024, making 2025 the best year ever to treat your hearing loss.